Nandi Madida recently got involved in some controversy that landed her in hot water on social media. And on a recent episode of Podcast and Chill, the hosts came out to defend her. The controversy started when Nandi, on the L-Tido podcast, said that Black South African men who show potential should be given grace because the odds have been historically stacked against them.
But I do here have to advocate in a very genuine way. Seriously, our Black men have gone through so much. You know, the system's against you. People don't have support from the government. You have 400 years of being, oppressed. Where is this money going to come from?
This statement triggered a wave of criticism on social media, with some claiming that the current generation of men is weak and doesn't need that kind of grace.
We are breeding a generation of weak men. When she went on this podcast and told South African women that they need to give Black men more grace, especially when it comes to money, pressure, provision. Nandi, that sounds very nice until you actually think about it. Because here's the problem. Black women are broke too. Black women are stressed too. Black women are expected to provide, nurture, hustle, survive without speeches of grace. So when a wealthy Nandi Madida comes through and says, let's be more understanding of Black men, the question becomes, at whose expense?
This is when the hosts of Podcast and Chill weighed in, applauding her for having the courage to speak on the issue.
She was on L-Tido's podcast, and you know what? Hands off Nandi, guys.
And so we do have to give our fellow Black men grace. And if you can see, the intention is to do better, and make something serious. That's a good guy. And I mean that genuinely. I always say that, Black men, particularly, I'm going to speak about South Africa because I'm proudly South African. You guys are up against
Yes, we are, Nandi.
And I think it's interesting because we never have these conversations. And
because you're not allowed to have these conversations, bro. People are not ready to have these conversations, a lot of people, because after this, people started calling her names like she's a pick-me, she's a Bobby the Builder. I don't know, what other comments did they have for her, man?
Bob the Builder, wow. Somebody said she's a Bob the Builder.
Yeah, bro. People are up in arms, especially ladies, right?
Yeah.
Wait, women are up in arms?
Bro, 100%. And you know what? A lot of people always say that I hate women, right? And this just proved what I was trying to mean, right? I don't hate women, bro. I love women. You see, Nandi's a woman, bro, a queen. This is the type of woman you take home to your parents. You can pay $1 million for La Bola for her. She's the ultimate.
I think Zix did something like that.
You understand, because she's a real woman. Then there's everybody that said she's a pick-me and whatever, those are nigga. They're just out there for the money. Not only you just hit and run with those ones. You don't marry those ones.
It is what it is, man. There's people for the streets, there's people for the home.
100%.
We've always said that. It's the whole fridge, cooler box conversation 100%. We've had. Now, here's the thing, right?
Wait, before you continue, I always like to play this clip because this is how, it's my favorite clip from Tupac. He breaks it down so nicely between and women, right? Listen to this.
Dying now. When these hoes get horny, is that watch every time, every funeral you go to, it was that was horny the night before. So you need to start checking these. Keep your go back to the OG penitentiary days and start. Because if you don't, we gonna end up killing each other. We gonna all die. We gotta start saying this, man. If you fucking with a cool female, that's all good. But if you fucking with a breaker.
What did we just listen to?
She with a cool female.
From
that's
Quick
all
90.
good.
From Quick 90.
Yeah, Quick 90 is a cool female.
Okay.
That's all good. But break.
Wait, man, he said... It's so sad. I've seen women then go, the same Black men who are not accountable, the same Black men who are beating women up, the same Black men who are alcoholics, who are prioritizing groove, good times, the same Black men who are toxic, the same... Yo, guys, start looking around your environment. It may be that you have a history of being hurt by Black men, by a certain type of Black men. That's not who Nandi was talking about. If you look at Nandi, who she's married to, the Black man she communicates with on a daily, her man. If you look at the man that raised her, her dad was like one of the few doctors back then, apartheid vibes, you know what I mean? her mom is like a super educated female as well. That's the exposure of black men she engages with. That's her reality of black men. So when she says black men need support, she's talking about the black men who are disciplined, who are accountable, who are doing good in the world. And then when they go out there in the corporate world and they go fighting against systems that have been built long before any of us were born that seek to keep a black man down, she's talking about those black men. She's not talking about, it's like if I'm talking about a black woman, good black woman, and then niggas or start to say, what about the why we can't honor those bitches? Because they prioritize groove, they're selling bombs, they are everything that is wrong with society. But I'm not talking about those women. Just like Nandi is not talking about the men that a lot of you women chose in your lives.
Facts.
You chose those men. So if you've got a history of being traumatized by men, it means you have a history of being traumatized by your taste. And who you choose to say, I choose you to be in a relationship with. And sometimes it continues mistreating you and you remain. And then when a woman wants to honor honest black men, you have a problem with black men because of the black man that you sometimes subject yourself to. Sometimes you don't choose to be in a home where your dad is violent or is an alcoholic and doesn't prioritize you. I'm sorry for those. But a lot of women chose the black men that hurt them and then they complain and become feminists because these black that they chose. No, those are not the kind of men Nandi's talking about.
Bro, there's a post I saw from Tejo, you know, Hennessy in my cup.
Yeah.
He breaks this down so nicely, right? He goes, 2022, Ricky Rick tragedy happens. People, so this is what he says, people say, men need to open up more and they need to talk. 2026, the ever so elegant Nandi Madida says, we need to give black men more grace, we need to allow them space to build themselves without pressure. People say, she's a pick me. I'm not building no man. I'm not sticking around for no bare minimum broke guy. And this is what he says. Aside from the thickness of the irony in the fact that most who think like this have very little going on in real life outside of their highly curated Insta pages, it showcases little weight one must place on social media noise. Make money, stay fly, young black man. Everything else is bullshit. Stack your paper, see the world, and be a decent human to decent people. And I agree with you, man. If you're a young black man and you're looking for flowers on social media, you're not going to get it right now in this climate.
No.
Forget it. Forget about it. You know, just do your thing and keep it moving, man. What's your take, Coach Lady?
When she spoke, she said something very vital, especially when someone shows potential. That was the key word, ladies. Let's not be mad. She just said when someone shows potential. That's all. She didn't try. She was not saying begezelani and what. She was just talking about those good that have show potential, that you can see that this person has a good head on their shoulders. They are going somewhere and it will be a good, whether to pair up or whatever, or contribute in their life, or be a friend to, or be a lover to, whatever it is, if they show potential.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more stories like this. Thank you for watching.